Hello friends, I am Professor Anand Bhonsale. Today we are going to see how to analyze the performance of a classifier in machine learning. Typically in machine learning we know that we have a training data set and test data set. So training data set we apply to a machine learning algorithm the machine learning algorithm will generate a machine learning model we are going to apply the test data set to this particular machine learning model test data set. And this machine learning model will predict the results on test data set which he has or the algorithm has learned from the training data set. Now number of machine learning algorithms can be or classification algorithms can be applied here, but in order to understand which algorithm performs better, we need to analyze the performance of a classifier. So in order to analyze the performance of a classifier, we are going to represent this particular results, that is the predicted results in machine learning algorithm in a tabular form. That tabular form is known as the confusion matrix, or it is also called as the contingency table. So in contingency table we are going to represent the predicted result in a column fashion and the actual results in a row wise. So let us see how we are going to analyze the performance of our machine learning algorithm or a classifier. To understand this analysis or how to analyze the performance of a classifier, we are going to assume one example. Let us consider an email filter where whenever email comes to our either inbox or a spam, it is being filtered by algorithm. Either it is to be parked into a spam or inbox. So based on this filter, it will analyze the incoming email and classify whether it is a spam or ham. So let us assume that we are going to provide a test data set to this machine learning model in order to predict how many mails are spam and ham. So let us assume one example where we are going to have 150 emails, out of that 100 are ham and 50 are spam. This is actual training data that these labels are known to us. 100 are ham and 50 are spam. This particular training data we are going to apply to machine learning model, and this machine learning model will predict the results of this 150 emails whether they are spam or ham. So based on these predicted results and actual results, we are going to analyze the performance of our classifier. So let us represent this particular predicted results in tabular form, that is the contingency table. So let's assume that my classifier has predicted 100 emails as ham, 100 emails as ham, but whatever he has predicted we have compared it with actual results or actual data or actual emails, and we found that 80 are actually ham and 20 are spam. Similarly, my classifier has predicted 50 emails as a spam, but when I have compared it with actual data, I found that 30 are spam and 20 are ham. So these are the results of my classifier. Now I'm going to represent these results in some tabular form or in a contingency table, or we also call it as a confusion matrix. So let's represent this data in a confusion matrix. So I'll draw a contingency table from this results or predicted results. Let's represent the predicted results in column manner. So these are what a predicted results. And these are actual results in row wise. So let's say this is ham, this represents ham, predicted spam, and this is actually ham and predicted spam, actually spam. So in this 100 emails which are predicted as ham, the total is 100, total predicted ham as 100 and total predicted spam as 100, as well as actual ham are 100 and actual spam are 50, and total is 150. So let's go to our results or our classifier which has predicted ham 100, but we have found that only 80 from that 100 are actually ham. So my classifier has predicted 80 as a ham and which are actually as a ham, so I'll represent ham and which are actually as a ham, that is 80. Similarly, my classifier has predicted 20 as a ham, but actually they are a spam. I found that they are actually spam, so they are misclassified as a ham, they are actually spam. So I'll say I have predicted as a ham, but they are actually spam, so 20 are spam. Similarly, for spam, there are total 50 instances or emails. Out of that, 30 are actually spam and 20 are ham, means 20 are misclassified as a spam. So 30 are spam which are predicted as a spam and actually they are spam. So 30. Similarly, 20 are predicted as a spam but actually they are a ham, so they are misclassified, so 20. So this is what a contingency table, or this is also known as the confusion matrix. So from this contingency matrix or table, we can analyze the performance of a classifier. So let's analyze the performance of our classifier by using accuracy. So accuracy is nothing but total correctly classified instances over all, or total correctly predicted instances over all instances. So total correctly predicted instances are 80 plus 30, that is 110, over total number of instances, that is 150, so it will be 150. This is what an accuracy. But this accuracy 11 by 50. But this accuracy cannot be a good measure for analyzing the best classifier, because this classifier do not have the same proportion of spam and ham. So we have to take the weighted average. So accuracy will not be a major performance classifier measure. So in order to analyze the performance of a classifier perfectly, we are going to use another method or another parameter that is known as the precision and recall. So let us understand what is precision and recall. precision, simply if I am going to predict 100 results, if I am going to predict 100 results, how many are correctly predicted, the ratio of correctly predicted to the total predicted is a precision, whereas the recall is something that is correctly predicted instances or actually correct instances. That is, if I have predicted 80 as a ham and how many total hams are there, that is 100. The ratio of this is known as the recall. So the formula for precision is correctly predicted over total predicted. So correctly predicted instances for ham are 80. Correctly predicted instances for ham are 80, and actually total predicted are 100. Out of that, 20 are incorrectly classified. So 80 over 100 will give us the accuracy. Precision. This is what the precision of my classifier. Then recall. Recall is correctly predicted ham over total actual ham. Total actual ham, and this will give me total or correctly predicted ham, that is 80, and actually hams are 100. So 80 over 100 is the recall. So these are what the measures through which we can analyze the performance of our classifier. So precision and your recall are same here, but it may not be the case every time, because precision and recall are somewhat contrary to each other. If we try to improve the precision, recall may get affected, and if we try to improve the recall, the precision may get affected. This is how we can analyze the performance of our classifier using the precision and recall. Thank you.